It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching the Patriots' versatile linebacker. He's a nightmare to deal with in the front seven. It's the Pats and the Colts, next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Downs going in motion left. Richardson looking to throw. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Downs going in motion right. Richardson looking to throw this. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 6-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong.
Touchdown! Darnell Washington, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 6-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 52 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Throwing here is May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 53 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defenses.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Patriots offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Looking to throw, May. That's complete. It's Jalen Polk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And not much running room. Down to the 32. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's May. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bishop. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Richardson.
And this complete to Mitchell.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Here's May.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's May.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
To the air, May.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
And taken at the 46. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll throw with May.
He finds Douglas complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll get this one to Pittman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing here is May. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, May with it. Completes it to Douglas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw, May. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Waddle, over 100 yards receiving,
and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 31-10 was the final score. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on this.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw, it's May. That one caught by Polk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again.
Now this complete to Polk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. 2nd down and 6 now. May going to bat this one forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Downs going in motion right. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Marcus Jones making that play defensively.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's May.
Staying on his feet. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral zone
jumping.
infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep
Still
up to the
first down.
line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, it's May. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
It's caught. Mitchell. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Ooh, the juke.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
To the air, May.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw with May.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, New England.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Douglas complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing here is May. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, May. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That complete to Downs. Across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Holding offense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Slot man moves right.
Now it's Richardson.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
The visitors' offense and Drake May headed back onto the field.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now Richardson.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And this complete to Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Now Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Richardson to throw it. He's got it.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here now, second and goal. Here's Richardson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A 10-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's May. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Hendricks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw, it's May. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Up the middle they go. Sherman trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs.